Baby face, you've got the cutest little baby face. Today I'm going to be working on painting this baby face here. And as usual, I'm going to be putting in the shadows first. And for this painting, I'm going to use, the shadow color is going to be white, yellow ochre, vermilion. That's the base color for skin, Caucasian skin. And to darken it, I put some ivory black and some vermilion. It's a little too green, it's got a little bit of black and vermilion. So that's my darkest shadow I'm going to be using. And on this baby face, the darkest shadow is one right here. And it comes along right here. There's another shadow right in here. Kind of hugs the edge of the hair. A little bit of shadow down here. These are my darkest shadows. I'm going to bring it up a level by adding a little bit of white, yellow ochre, and vermilion. It warms the color up and brings it to more of a typical skin tone. I'm going to look at where those shadows are. I'm going to hug the previous shadow I just placed, put it right up next to it. So I'm overlapping it just slightly. A little bit of the same color right down here where the fingers are. And a little bit of this color back where the eyes are. Just back eye here. Touches it right in there. There's a little bit right in here too. Now I have my shadows in, I'm going to wash the brush. I'm going to bring the color up a level by adding white, yellow ochre, and red. hug those areas again. Slightly overlapping the previous layer. I'm going to wash the brush again. You can't even wash the brush if you're trying to make the color a lot lighter. If you're not making the color much lighter, you don't need to wash the brush too much. Take the same color, base color here, and add white, yellow ochre, and red. And get another level higher with the highlight. Hug that there. Each time you brighten the color, wash the brush. Now bring it up another level, white. Each time I bring it up a level, man, I'll touch more of the yellow ochre and the red just to warm it up. As you can see, this color is lighter than this color. This baby's skin is a little bit yellowish. That's a word, yellowish. I'm gonna just put a little bit more of the yellow ochre in there. Same thing, hug the areas I just went over. Hug this area here. Now, you go back in and wash the brush again. Find this area right here. I'm going to make my final highest highlight. I'm going to take white and add that color that I was just using. Pretty good bright highlight right on top here. Down there, fill that in. Pretty bright back in here, so I'm going to brighten that up a little bit. Right here. Right right back here. Just looking at where my brightest areas are. The tip of the nose, the top of the nose is bright. Yeah, just looking at the nose, I kind of forgot to fill in part of that with a little bit of a darker color, so I'm going to add some color in there where the nose is. And a little bit of a shadow right back in here. Okay, so I got my basic colors on there. I'm going to go to my round blender brush, number 12, Princeton. And I look at where the brightest highlights are, and I start blending from there. Seems like every time I make a video, a motorcycle goes by. Start with my brightest highlights and blend the brightest highlights into the next level of color, darker level of color. I have to overblend, just kind of rub it softly. So the brightest highlights are to the next level. Careful not to overblend. Try to err on the side of underblending rather than overblending. Okay, so this color goes into here, so I'm going to blend that together right here. Blend that slightly. It's a little practice to get it just right. It's kind of hard. But it's got to do it over and over again until it looks good. Very tempting to overblend it. Because you're trying to make it look smooth, but at the same time you don't overblend it, so it's kind of like a balance. If you don't blend it at all, it's not going to look smooth, but if you overblend it, then it's going to lose its effect. So this area is too bright here, so I'm going to soften it a little bit. Alright, looks pretty good there. Okay, so I'm going to shut the tape off, I'm going to look at it for a while. And then when I get it to a point where it looks good, the skin looks good enough, then I go back in and take a smaller brush and kind of go back in and reestablish the darks and lights and just go back and forth like I usually do. Over and over until I get it right. Okay, thanks for watching.